Hello everyone. So now we're going to move on to modules and packages. So what they do, they serve to break down big programs into smaller logical units. And if you remember from one of our previous tutorials, we talked about decompositions of programs, and this is just that. So we can think of modules as a way of program decomposition on the file level, because we'll have different we'll be importing files, as you'll see later on. So what they enable us to do is they enable us to reuse code in in these modules for later. So you don't have to write a function more, keep repeating writing an existing function and stuff like that. So anyway, let's move on. So to keep things brief, I wrote things ahead of time. So here's our module. It contains functions. It's another Python file with contains functions. So, and be sure to have them in the same place as your other Python file. The module should be in the same file as the same location. So here in my case it's on the desktop, but it could be anywhere, like in a project folder or whatever. Anyway, so since we have them in the same folder, we're going to import. Use the keyword import. As you can see, it's highlighted, which means the keyword. So from that, we do import and we do the name of that file. No, you don't have to do .py like .python. You just do import prime. And when we use this, we have access to all the functions in this module, in this file. So primes2. I mean, there's no autofill here, but it still works. And we have a parameter. As you can see, the function worked, and that's this function right here. So moving on, we can also actually import a function with an alias. So what an alias is basically just a different name of a file or whatever, anything really, and we'll name it PR. So it's easier to type out instead of writing prime all the time. You might get lazy, or if the file name is actually really long and you just want to have like a simple letter or whatever. As you can see, it did the same thing. Anyway, moving on, we could also, so let's say we can also just import a function from a module. So if you just need a function and not the whole module itself, you just do the following. So we're going to say from, you start off with from, it's a keyword, module name, import keyword, and then the function you want. We're going to do primes2. And now you just write the function out, primes2. And then you can do the same thing. And there you go. And what you can also do, a useful function for modules, is the dir function. We'll just call it dir or dir. This function. What this does, it takes your parameter, the module, as a parameter, and returns all functions that are defined in the module. So we have we have to import, don't forget to import prime, and then we're going to say dir prime. We're going to build. Oh, don't forget you got to print it as well. There you go. And so in the next tutorial, we'll be explaining, because this kind of piggybacks into packages. So we'll talk about these results in the next tutorial. So tune in next time.